Okay, so have you ever like looked at your bank account and been like, wait,
Yeah.
where did all my money go
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this week? I mean, I feel like I haven't even done anything fun
Right.
and my money's gone.
Yeah, like where to go.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're diving into today.
Exactly.
We're looking at this idea of tracking your spending,
Yeah.
and we're going to get some ideas from this episode of the Mind Fuel podcast
Yeah.
about how to do that without it feeling super overwhelming or restrictive.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. A lot of times when you hear about, you know, tracking your spending, it feels like, oh no, I'm going to have to like pinch pennies and I can't have any fun.
Yeah. It's almost like you're putting yourself on a diet or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's actually not what this is about at all.
No. And Mind Fuel, they really emphasize that.
They do.
Like right up front, they say, why is tracking spending so important for making, good financial decisions?
Right. Like, what's the big deal here?
Yeah, why should I even care?
Well, think of it like this. If you're going to go on a road trip, you wouldn't just like get in your car and start driving with no destination in mind, no map, and just like a vague idea of how much gas you have in the tank, right?
Oh, yeah, that's like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
I'm going to end up in the middle of nowhere.
exactly. And, running out of gas, 100 miles from the nearest gas station.
So how is this like tracking your spending?
Tracking your spending is like creating that map and knowing your destination for your finances.
Okay, I'm starting to see it.
It's about knowing where your money is going so you can make informed choices about where you want it to go.
Okay, so then the next question is, how do I actually do this? Yeah. What are the practical steps?
Yeah, and that's where these stress-free methods come in that they talk about in the Mind Fuel podcast.
Okay, lay it on me. What are these like magic tips?
Well, there are a ton of different ways to do it, and what they really emphasize is finding something that works for you and your personality. So some people love using budgeting apps, that connect to their bank accounts and automatically track everything.
Yeah, are there like specific apps they mention?
Yeah, they mentioned Mint is a good one, and YM, you need a budget.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, and those are great because they kind of do a lot of the work for you.
That sounds pretty stress-free.
Right. But if you're more of a hands-on person, they also talk about, you know, simpler methods,
Okay, like what?
like the good old-fashioned jar system.
Ooh, jars.
Yeah, you get some jars, you label them for different categories like groceries, entertainment, vacation savings,
Hmm.
and you physically put cash into each jar.
Oh, I'm a very visual person.
Me too. That's why I like the jar system.
Yeah, so it's really about finding what works for you.
Exactly. Whatever keeps you engaged and consistent.
Now, Mind Fuel, they also talked about some success stories,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
People who have actually like turned their finances around
Oh, yeah. Tons of them.
using these tracking methods.
Yeah. And it's so inspiring to hear those stories because it makes it feel real.
Total.
Like it's not just this abstract concept, it actually works for people.
Yeah. Do any of those stick out in your mind?
One that I thought was really interesting was about this guy who realized he was spending way more than he thought on eating out.
Oh, yeah, food can be a budget killer for sure.
He thought he was being good by not going to fancy restaurants, but all those, casual lunches and takeout coffees were adding up.
Yeah, it's the little things that get you.
Exactly. And once he started tracking that, he was able to make some small changes, like packing his lunch a few times a week, and ended up saving enough for a down payment on a house.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, proof that, small changes can really add up over time.
Totally. And he probably feels a lot better about, his spending habits and his finances in general.
Right. It's about feeling empowered and in control.
So basically what we're taking away from Mind Fuel is that tracking your spending doesn't have to be a chore. There are all these different ways to do it that can actually be fun and, you can actually achieve your financial goals.
And it's so worth it.
It is. So I guess the question for everyone listening is if you could effortlessly track your spending for like a month, what is that one financial goal that you would feel more confident about achieving?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, something to think about.
I'm going to have to think about that one myself.
Yeah, and we will catch you next time on The Deep Dive.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.